All right, guys, how's everyone doing? This is Devang Mehra. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today, we'll talk about the market outlook as always for Friday, which is 8th of October. I can't forget that date. It's the day, 8th of October 2021. So many things happening tomorrow. It is, I would say, make or break day. Tomorrow is important and Monday is equally important as well. So we'll talk about all of these things, macroeconomic view, what's happening, technical. So anyone can tell you. I believe you have 100 YouTube channels for giving you technical views and all, but let me bring things back to reality. And thank you all. I want to start this video by saying thank you. I have a wide smile on my face today because I want to say thank you. I'm very thankful for the love and support that you give me. And no matter wherever I go, no matter how much you've talked to me, whether little or too much, I'll always be thankful because what I am today is because of all of you guys. So thank you so much. Let's start. Let's start with the video. Two things I want to show you yesterday. We talked about two things yesterday, and I've been saying one thing again and again. 17,400. जब तक 17,400 intact है, आप buy on dip करो. Come to 1 hour chart, buy support. Come to 1 hour chart, buy support. Don't think too much. Don't think too much. I've said, please see these videos in a series. आज का video should not be your first video. Please watch my videos in series, then only you will understand these videos. Second thing, my Telegram commentary also, please watch the last 3-4 days, then see today's Telegram. Otherwise, things will not make sense और आप पूछते रहोगे entry कब लेना था, क्या करना था. We are not here for nugget hunting. I will give you a view, and if it holds well, you will make a lot of money. I'll talk about all these things in a while, but thank you so much. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, and help me grow the community back again. This is the first thing that I talked about yesterday. काफी clear था. Please listen to it.
Will not happen till the October 8th. I will keep that rule in my mind. The breakdown should not happen by October 8th. उसके बाद ही होगा. मतलब Monday markets will decide, or Friday evening the markets will decide after one.
So this was very, very clear. I've been saying it from the start of the week कि अगर breakout होना है या market में breakdown होना है, it's only going to happen on October 8th or after October 8th. And you have seen the volatility the markets have created and just how much they have made everyone a fool. That's what the markets do. So this is one thing which I've kept in my mind, and hopefully it must have helped you out. Let me know in the comments if this breakdown thing has helped you out. I've given you the timings quite accurately. The other thing was about today's market.
But अगर market ऊपर खुलेगा, then it should be a sideways day, depending upon कितना बड़ा gap up रहता है. Right now it looks like a nominal gap up. So I personally will be trading tomorrow like a sideways day in the market.
So I hope even that is clear. Today we've seen a complete sideways day, and even today on Telegram मैं आपको दिखाऊंगा. I mentioned as long as the range is intact, 37,900, 37,700, don't do any trending kind of day. In Nifty, the range broke, but even Nifty remained very sideways. It was fully sideways. And I talked about these things. If the market gives you flat opening or a small gap down, then the market pressure could continue. But I said it is very unlikely that happens because October 8th is the deciding day. We also talked about one thing, how Wednesdays screw with your mind. Hopefully you got the idea. If it did, mention in the comments, hashtag Wednesdays, screw minds. And yeah, it was completely sideways. So zero trades were never an option today. That's why if you observe in the last 2 days, I've not come live in the market because I've not got a chance to. I've not got any new update to. Last expiry, the monthly expiry, I came live. We made some huge money on that breakdown trade on Nifty and Bank Nifty. But in the last 2 days, we've been very clear. Markets will be sideways, markets will be volatile. And they've been holding our analysis. So I don't want to come and force a trade unless until some good trade idea comes in. Just make sure you do one thing. Spend your time in cultivating the idea and then putting your energy and effort just waiting for that to hit targets. Like HCL Tech, like the IT companies. We waited, had a small stopper and kept on sitting, and things are eventually working out for us. Let's talk about a couple of things now which are important for coming days. Today's video is simple. I'm not going to make it too complicated. It's not going to be about levels. I'll tell you what I've learned about credit policies. I'll tell you what I've learned about these days. First of all, I've learned straddles don't work. I've learned this by observing, I think, 10 of monthly credit policies. Straddles don't work. Straddle basically means buying call and put of the same expiry or the same strike. I have seen it doesn't work. Why? Because on credit policy days, you generally see two-sided movements. मतलब पहले market ऊपर, फिर नीचे, या पहले नीचे, फिर ऊपर. These things happen. So straddles only work when the markets have one-sided movement and a big movement. So this is what I've observed. I could be wrong, but I have to tell you what I think that I've observed. I don't know. Secondly, what I want to give a very simple warning. I know this week has been weird. It must have been, with the volatility that's concerned. Friday markets closed low. Monday markets opened some other territory. Yesterday markets closed low. Today it opened some other territory. So if you were in the wrong direction, you probably have been getting stopped a lot. And I'll give you one more advice. Tomorrow is a big day, not because of its credit policy, because it's also TCS result, and it's also because of non-farm payroll. Let me come to my Telegram and talk about a couple of messages. Number one, yesterday I think Moody's was the one that upgraded India from negative to stable. I think yesterday or one day before, and markets mood was cheering up. Today, what happened? Fitch has cut India's economic growth target forecast, to 8.7 for the current fiscal. This will continue. I would say, please take it as a non-event. Don't panic too much about it. Please take it as a non-event in the market. You didn't see any big reaction by Moody's, so I am not expecting any big reaction by Fitch. FIs have sold in the cash market 764 crores and DI continue to buy. That's why markets have held the lows. Kal kya hua tha? DI has sold. Markets didn't hold the lows. Today markets hold lows. Markets held the opening price. Why? DIs have bought. The other very important thing, initial jobless claims every Thursday, very, very important. Today, 326,000 people in America have filed for unemployment benefits as compared to a 362,000 previous, which is a very good thing. Less people filing for unemployment benefits is a very good thing. It's also lower than estimates. And that is why you can see the American markets are booming, especially NASDAQ. NASDAQ is beautiful. NASDAQ is beautiful, and we are sitting on IT. I know IT is a slow and steady thing, but I read something very interesting today, and I want to read it out for you. Yeah, I think my videos are much more about understanding my view and chit chatting with me rather than coming for a hard and fast, yeah, technical view. Kya level kya karna hai. Bear with me. These things are important. Yeah, I keep on reading a lot of reports and a lot of things, and something very, very interesting. I want to talk about IT. This is something what Elixir Equities have to say about IT. This came out today. Mr. Deepan Mehta, director of Elixir Equities, and he says, I don't even think in terms of booking profits in the IT companies, and no investor should think like that. Even within the technology space, these companies are providing talent to the industry. So whatever happens in the IT companies is basically also holding all the other industries like banking, etc., into dependence. So if IT is not performing, banks and all can't perform as well. That's what he says. And he says there's a great demand for digital products. There's a great demand for software services, and Indian IT companies play a very crucial role in the Indian economy. So if the economy has to perform, Indian IT has to perform. And he said that we keep talking about oil prices going up. Yes, because of higher demand and lesser supply. We have seen that in the last couple of days, how oil is surging, leave us, let alone last couple of days. But he said something similar is also playing out in the IT companies, in the software space. Today, in the software space, there is such a huge order book position in the IT companies. And he said that the biggest headache is managing the talent and not getting the business. And in this environment, how can you book the profits? So beautifully said. So beautifully said. It's not like that the demand of the company, demand of the product, that the product is coming down. It's not that. Such a huge demand. And the problem is just managing so that you get the optimum orders. Today, I've done a very good Instagram reel. By the way, if you guys like reels, I'm just trying out a new concept. I'm not into all these things, but it's fun. And people have requested me to do so and giving out some important messages. So go head over to my Instagram, listen to that reel. I talk about value, how expensive things remain expensive and cheap things remain cheap. So if you watch that video from YouTube, mention in the comments hashtag YouTube, so I know how many people are watching from my YouTube. So that was something about IT. As long as stops are being held, just enjoy, just relax. And Nifty IT is comfortably holding our lows, comfortably holding our lows. There's nothing to worry about in the Nifty IT companies. If you observe how much Nifty IT has been performing, you can see very well the stops were at 34,750 and we're currently at 35,750, a 1,000 point rally we've already captured. So I hope your IT portfolios are intact. Just a couple of messages. American markets are performing. You talked about that. Good jobless claims data will obviously boost the American markets. What a good comeback. Look at the S&Ps. Great gap up and just been going higher and higher and higher. Indian markets are also expected to open tomorrow on the positive side. You can see the volatility index in the American S&P 500 contracts coming down 7%. It's a good signal as well. And NASDAQ, I helped you find the bottom of NASDAQ as well. If you remember that, also let me know in the comments. I put up a post on Telegram at the same time, even in my YouTube community. I said 6.25% retracement of GAN is a very, very important thing. And you saw how you broke that, immediately bought into aggressively. So things do come into place. So make sure you hit the notification bell so these updates are reaching to you in time. If you see the charts of NASDAQ, actually, I'm actually seeing a very big structural change in NASDAQ. How the markets were holding the lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, lower highs. And today a good double bottom has broken out and eventually NASDAQ is coming into focus. Thank you, IT. So I'm holding IT. I will reveal to you, as you guys have requested yesterday, how much exposure I have in IT. I will reveal to you in good time. Don't worry about that. But in the last couple of days, I've been showing you snippets from my portfolio, which I will keep on doing because I think it's very, very important for you to understand what all I hold and how I capture that patience. Today, I also send you some important charts. Please make sure you copy these levels. They will be very, very important. And today, if you notice, Nifty and Bank Nifty have taken resistance from the levels that I've mentioned. So make sure you have these levels on your charts. Today, my friends, was about Page Industries. Enjoyed? Tell me in the comments. I know it's an expensive stock, but I'm holding. So I enjoyed a lot in Page Industries. Very, very similar to Deepak Nitrite. Try to understand these things. I don't want you to take part in every trade that we are mentioning. It's not our job to give you nugget hunting ideas. Just use this channel to learn logic. Use this channel, most importantly, to learn fundamentals of the market. Technicals you can learn from everywhere. I mentioned a couple of posts, yesterday also. If you remember, I said this, how textile stocks come into focus, how textile companies are mulling higher prices. Higher prices will mean passing on to the consumers. It's going to become a big hit. And Page in the last couple of days has just went mad. And I thought I'll give you an upper circuit today, but I couldn't actually. But I'm just happy. I'm very, very happy. Page is, by the way, jockey. If you guys aren't aware of that, everyone likes jockey in India, don't they? Let me know in the comments if you own a jockey product. So we hit a very good 10% approximately on Page in the last couple of days, 32,000 till 38,000, 37,000. So I'm very, very happy about that. I also mentioned about Voltas, my friends. I mentioned about Voltas today. You've got a breakout. Thanks to Abhyant also for this idea, for this cultivating this idea in my head. So Voltas was a beautiful pick. I gave you around 1260 levels was the price I gave you on Telegram. And today it went till 1291. So a good 20-25 profits has been booked on Voltas. So anyone who's holding Voltas, I can give you a simple suggestion. It's a very big breakout on the charts. If tomorrow Voltas opens gap down, it will look like a doji. It will be a sideways day. But if it opens flat to small gap up, then the trend will continue. And I think 1300 should come tomorrow itself. So that is about Voltas. I'm happy about that. And I hope you guys have done well in Voltas as well, my friends. Yes Bank outlook upgraded by Care from stable to positive. Good news for the Yes Bank holders. So that was a couple of updates I had in today's market. A couple of macro things. Dollar index coming down, right? Good thing. UK oil coming down. Yields going up. Indian markets don't care. Global markets don't care. I'm attending a very important seminar on tapering of the global markets and some ideas on tapering. So I'll try to include that in my Monday video on the post market outlook or on the Sunday video on the market outlook. So if you want to hear my comments on the tapering that's taking place because the yields are going up and up. So maybe a very interesting idea is going to come, keeping the tapering in mind what happened in 2013. If you want to hear these ideas, let me know in the comments. I will incorporate that shortly. Let's talk about markets now in India, what we can expect. Please understand, tomorrow is also non-farm payroll. Let us say you see something in the markets tomorrow morning. Please understand, even in the evening, there are very, very big events. So one advice, if you are a new trader, if markets give you 1-2 stop losses, just sit out quietly. Please, it's a humble request from my end. Because I'll tell you why. On credit policy days, what I have observed is that pehle market will do something, and after 10 o'clock is generally when RBI governor comes live. Tomorrow repo rate and it will be status quo, by the way, accommodative stance. I don't think it will change. I want to observe one thing. Is it a unanimous decision? Unanimous matlab everyone says no change in repo rate, or are the members in the MPC starting to disagree with the RBI governor? That is what I want to observe, because agar unanimous nahi milta, it is something which is actually telling you that people now want to change it very, very fast. So that's not a good thing for the market. Ye observe karenge. The other thing is commentary on inflation, commentary on economy by the RBI governor comes around 10:15. 11, I have observed, because markets have closed on a stronger note, and they always do before the RBI meeting, because everyone is expecting something good from the RBI governor. Why will the RBI governor come to India and say India will collapse and all these things? Please understand these things. Why will Jerome Powell come in America and say American market going to collapse? Everyone. Why will a company director will come on TV and say मेरी company अच्छा नहीं कर रहा? So try to understand these things. Everyone has an optimistic view whenever a big authority is coming. Why will Mr. Modi, respected Prime Minister Modi, come and say India में lockdown लगा के पूरा collapse करवा देंगे? It's very rare, right? So that's because this is why banks and Indian markets, close on a good note. So it is expected Indian markets perform in the first 1 hour tomorrow. And I've observed this in the credit policy days, that pehla 1-2 hours till 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, markets do one thing. So for example, they will go higher. And after 12 o'clock, something happens. I don't know what happens, some euphoria. What people say, good news becomes bad news becomes good news. And I've observed, that is why I don't do strategies. I've observed that after 11, 12, markets just either take a U-turn or they become sideways. I don't know what's that, but it happens. Observe karo yaar, go back, check last 1 year data. There have been 8-9 credit policies that you can obviously listen to. And it's been like that. And I've profited from markets doing that. And if markets do that tomorrow as well, I will benefit because I will plan accordingly. That is why I don't do strategies. So I've observed, as I said, I'll repeat myself, पहले market ऊपर चले जाएगा या पहले market नीचे गिर जाएगा, उसके बाद after 12 or something takes a U-turn only. पूरा बदल जाता है. So if market is going up, after 11, 12 वो नीचे गिर जाता है. Whatever the reason is. So observe that. And if there is a change in this kind of message I want to give you, Telegram is there. I will give you technical outlook also, but this is my observations, and Telegram is always there. So make sure you are on my Telegram, because as I have said, these things what I discuss can be completely rubbish. So if I have to change some point in this video, I will come on Telegram and say it. And we have been quite sniping entry we are giving you on Telegram. So make sure you're on that. So that is that. The other thing is RBI policy is one thing. Second thing is TCS result, my friends. Third thing is non-farm payroll. They all come in the evening around 5-6 o'clock. That can be a completely different story. So for example, RBI policy very bullish. What if TCS results below estimate? What if non-farm payroll poor like last time? That will bring a very poor sentiment in America, followed a poor sentiment in India on Monday. So that is why I'm saying aggressive stance. जो भी build करना है market में Monday के बाद बनाओ. It is advisable. It is advisable. कल volatile day है, मतलब interesting day है, market क्या करेगा, and then छुट्टियां आ गया, you got 2 holidays, weekend आ गया, Monday aggressive stance बनाओ. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है. प्लीज 1-2 दिन ना करो ट्रेड, कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता. कल करोगे ट्रेड करो, क्वांटिटीज थोड़ा कम कर लेना. नंबर 1, 1-2 ऐसे सेलेक्ट होंगे लाइक वेडनेसडे, ले लेना. ज्यादा टाइम पास मत करना. आरबीआई पॉलिसी है. वन मोर थिंग, it is possible at 10 o'clock or something markets make huge candles like dojis, matlab 300 point in one candle. Bank Nifty is possible. And if you guys have been in the market, you might have observed that as well. And markets have done it on the past couple of occasions. RBI policy around 10 o'clock, 9:45, volatility will start. Huge volatility will start. So please make sure stop loss screen पे लगा लेना. मन में मत रखना, stop loss को screen पे लगा लेना. अगर touch होगा तो निकल जाना. Wait for clarity. एडवाइसेबल यही रहेगा कि प्लीज 11 o'clock के बाद अपना ट्रेडिंग करो. एंड जो मैंने आपको पॉइंट्स बताए हैं, डुअल काइंड ऑफ ट्रेंड ऑब्जर्व करो, कल होता है कि नहीं होता. Nasdaq touching 15,000. Thank you, IT. The other thing is, by the way, HCL Tech, I've been after your life कि HCL Tech has to close above 1308. That is important. उसको उसके ऊपर बंद होने दो, then only the momentum will start in HCL Tech. Coming to Nifty now, बहुत बकवास कर लिया. I think let's come to Nifty now. 15 मिनट चार्ट. कुछ लेवल्स हैं, ऑब्जर्व कर लेना, अच्छे चल रहे हैं. I have done some research and work and whatever you want to call it. It's simple levels, just draw it on your screen. It will help you out. But 17,770 is important, 17,600 is important, 17,920 is important obviously, and 17,870 is also important. So important है market कल कहाँ खुलता है. I would say buy on dip stance rakho. There is no problem to change the view as of now. So if markets are opening, in the lower end of the range, then markets can, move in this range, 17,770 to 17,600. But if the markets are opening on a good note, sorry about that, if the markets are opening on a good note tomorrow, and you get some momentum above 17,870, you surely can be a buyer. Targets will come near 17,8, 17,930. So what if that happens? Let's say market opens on a good note tomorrow. Cool, yeah. Let's say markets open on a good note tomorrow and they break out, let's say by 930ish, 870 को तोड़ जाएंगे. You can be a buyer because I've told you, market पहले कुछ कर सकते हैं, then reverse दे सकता है. So that this could be one idea. If market in the morning only opens gap up and breaks 870, I can be a buyer in the markets for targets of 930ish, whatever is these highs. And then I will observe. I will not be very interested to do another breakout tomorrow, but we will observe. होता है कि नहीं होता, we will see what to do about that. But it is also possible that after 11 o'clock यहाँ से complete U-turn आ जाता है. So ये observe करना. So कहाँ खुलेगा market वो important है. If it opens in this territory, ये range बन जाएगा. If it opens in this territory, market में ये range बन जाएगा. Please short मत करो. If you are opening in this range, short का कोई point नहीं है unless until market is going below that. Even if it goes below that, counter trend मत खेलना. Counter trend खेलोगे थोड़े time के लिए खेलना important है. If this breaks out, complete buy है, double resistance का breakout है, it becomes important. If you observe Bank Nifty, it's very similar. Again, note down Karlo levels. Please stop the screen for a second and just note down these levels. Let me know in the comments when you do that. We have a very good resistance coming in, and like that, we have great support. So market may support at 37,700, 37,400, very, very strong support. So unless the market starts to go below that, there's no point to go short. If the market starts to break 37.9 today's high, then you can again become bullish. Your targets can come to 38,000, etc. And once these levels starts to break, you can again go higher levels. It's also possible like this, the market in the morning breaks out because everyone is expecting some good commentary by the RBI governor, and maybe by 11ish market comes somewhere over in, then it can again come down. So whatever that is, these things I will have to update you in the live commentary. Why I'm saying live is because commentary of RBI governor is important, and a lot of things that you don't understand in the commentary, that's something that I do understand. So I will be inactive from 10 to 10:30 for sure. I will try to be active, but mostly I will be inactive because commentary सुन लेना important है. It comes on CNBC. But उसके बाद क्या commentary है? कुछ liquidity measures announce हो रहे हैं. Some important things are being announced that will basically affect Bank Nifty. And if Bank Nifty is affected, Nifty IT automatically gets affected. So if Bank Nifty is coming higher, Nifty IT will not do too much. But if Bank Nifty comes down, Nifty IT will be the sector in focus. So ये चीजें हैं छोटी मोटी है याद रखना. And hopefully the video is being helpful. As I said, today's video I want to make very simple. And that is levels मैंने आपके सामने रख दी है. जिस साइड ब्रेक करेगा you can try, but make sure 11:30 के बाद एक reversal ना आ जाए. उस चीज को observe करना please. And that's all, yeah, that's all. Anything else, I will put up another video in the night if I have to. But this is about it. I hope you enjoyed. Go to my Instagram, new reel, #YouTube. I want to see how many people enjoyed that video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. And I love you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you all for the support that you give me, guys. Cheers.